Unlock the secrets of Washoe County's legal history right from the comfort of your couch. And best of all, it's absolutely free. Discover exactly how in this step-by-step guide. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going on a really empowering quest to navigate Washoe County's decentralized judicial system together. Whether you're tracking down an old traffic ticket or conducting some deep legal research, I'm going to show you exactly how to find what you need without spending a single dime.
Here is our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with why you'd even want to search court records, then move into accessing the right databases, and follow that up with a step-by-step walkthrough. After that, we'll cover overcoming common search obstacles, touch on ethics, privacy, and responsibility, and then wrap it all up with a quick summary and legal disclaimer.
Section 1. Why search court records? Tracing history, research, and personal interest. Okay, let's dive right into this.
Why might you or anyone else need access to these records in the first place? You might think court records are just for lawyers and stuffy suits, but that couldn't be further from the truth. There are incredibly practical, everyday reasons to access this information. You might be a genealogist, tracing your family's history through old probate files. Maybe you're a small business owner running a quick background check. Or honestly, you're just a citizen trying to manage your own personal stuff, like checking the status of a really frustrating traffic citation. You could even be verifying property details. The beauty of this is that free public access empowers you to take charge of your own information.
Moving on to Section 2, accessing the right databases, navigating a decentralized system.
Now, before you start aggressively typing names into a search bar, we really need to talk about how Washoe County's digital records are organized. The system is highly decentralized. It's like a giant puzzle with a multi-tiered judicial structure. This means your very first and arguably most important step is simply figuring out which of the many courts actually holds the record you're looking for. Let's look at this first batch of web portals. If you're looking for gross misdemeanors, felonies, or large civil cases, you need the 2nd Judicial District Court. But if you're dealing with city code violations or municipal traffic citations inside Reno, you actually have to go to the Reno Municipal Court portal. Meanwhile, the Consolidated Justice Courts handle things like fine statuses and warrant holds across Reno, Sparks, and Incline Village. And notice how each portal requires very specific mandatory inputs to get a match?
Continuing our map here, we have the remaining primary portals. Sparks Justice Court handles small claims and criminal misdemeanors. Sparks Municipal uses a specific payment-linked portal for traffic citation data. And if your case went all the way up the chain, the State of Nevada appellate courts have their own totally dedicated search site where you can even download Supreme Court opinions and briefs. Feel free to pause the explainer right here so you can take notes and know exactly which web address to use for your specific search.
All right, Section 3. Step-by-step database walkthrough. Executing your free search. You know which court you need, but how do you actually get in?
Let's transition right into the how-to phase. We're going to look specifically at how to access the 2nd Judicial District Court system by creating an electronic filing, or e-filing account. It's a super simple 4-step process. First, go to the main homepage at washoecourts.com. Second, click the electronic filing link. Third, click Sign Up and review the user agreement. They even have a helpful instructional video there if you get lost. Finally, and this is absolutely crucial, you'll be prompted to choose your account type. You want to select the Standard account. Let me emphasize the huge difference between the two account tiers. A subscription account lets you see all public cases across the board, but it's going to cost you $300 a year. A Standard account, on the other hand, allows you to view your own personal cases, and it is completely 100% free. Seriously, please do not accidentally pay $300 if all you need to do is resolve a personal ticket or check your own case. Now, once you're inside a database, knowing how to search is just as important as knowing where to search. General name searches, they can pull up hundreds of results. If you want fast, accurate returns, use specific parameters. For instance, having a specific citation number, like WC followed by some numbers, will yield immediate results in the Consolidated Justice Courts portal. For the appellate courts, knowing the exact 5-digit case number is your golden ticket. Bottom line, the more precise you are, the faster you get your answers.
Next up, Section 4. Overcoming common search obstacles, pitfalls, and troubleshooting. Because look, even with the right portal, you might still hit a wall.
The absolute biggest pitfall is what we call the decentralization danger. Remember how we said the courts are structurally divided? Well, that means their databases are entirely separate, so you might search the Washoe County Justice Court database for a person's misdemeanor, find absolutely zero results, and think, great, their record is clean. But wait, that's a false negative. That specific citation might strictly live over in the Reno Municipal Court system. If you get a blank result, always double-check that you aren't just looking in the wrong filing cabinet.
Now here is a highly actionable insider tip, especially if you're doing high-volume research. The Sparks Justice Court has strict security protocols to stop bots from scraping data. If you click around too fast, their server thinks you're a bot and you will trigger a temporary lockout on your IP address. If that happens, you're stuck waiting a full 4 hours before you can search again, or you have to email their tech support to beg for access. Just take your time, search methodically, and don't rush the system. Nobody likes a 4-hour digital timeout.
Another hurdle you might face is simply the law itself. Not everything is public. Online, you can easily pull up active code violations, civil case files, and traffic fine statuses. But you're going to hit a brick wall if you're looking for juvenile cases, family abuse records, mental health records, or ongoing victim-sensitive investigations. Those are restricted and sealed by law to protect people's privacy. You literally will not find them online. To access those, you generally need to file a formal petition and actually appear before a judge with a valid ID.
Section 5. Ethics, Privacy, and Responsibility. Respecting confidentiality. This leads us right into a very important conversation.
Just because you can access public records from your couch doesn't mean you shouldn't treat the info with respect. Check out this direct quote from the Washoe County Clerk's privacy policy. All such documents and related graphics are provided as is. Use of this website is at your own risk. This is a vital reminder. Access is your public right, yes, but the county doesn't guarantee the data is flawless. Clerical errors happen, documents change, and you assume the risk when relying on it.
So what are the rules of the road here? First, respect sealed and confidential laws. Don't try to hack or bypass security to see restricted files. Second, like we saw with Sparks Justice Court, avoid automated data scraping. Third, understand that court data changes super fast. A warrant that's active this morning might be completely resolved by this afternoon. And finally, always verify your facts before making any significant legal or business decisions based on a quick web search.
Section 6. Summary and Legal Disclaimer. Wrapping up your quest. We've covered a massive amount of ground today. Let's lock in this new knowledge. The crucial takeaway is that Washoe County's digital records are incredibly powerful, but they are fragmented. You have to match your search to the correct court portal. Always use precise inputs like citation numbers to cut through the noise. When signing up for an e-filing account for yourself, always select that free standard account. Paste yourself on the Sparks Justice Court portal to avoid getting blocked. And accept that some sensitive records will always require an in-person certified request.
Now, if you get completely stuck, or you realize a digital copy just isn't going to cut it, you do have lifelines. You can literally just call Washoe 311. Ask them questions, find local resources, or get guidance on how to submit a formal public records request to get physical, certified copies straight from the courthouse.
And before we officially sign off, a firm and necessary reminder. The information in this explainer is accurate based on the sources provided at the time of recording, but government portals and procedures change all the time. Please don't rely solely on this explainer for major legal decisions. Always verify legal info and case statuses directly with the appropriate local Washoe County authorities or your own legal counsel.
Well, you now have the exact blueprint to navigate Washoe County's public courts for free. The digital doors are wide open for you. So I'll leave you with this thought. Armed with these portals and insider tips, what hidden piece of your community's legal history, or maybe even your own family tree, will you uncover first? Happy searching.